Let's then continue with our portion. Welcome to the second lecture of CA Final Direct Tax. A quick recap of what we did in the first class. The first class was majorly in the nature of introduction, but whatever introduction had to be done, it's all done. The introduction was divided into points, and now we are doing the last point, which obviously is relevant for your exam, because in your exam there will be questions asking you to calculate tax, and we are doing the tax rates applicable for your exam May 23 as well as November 23. Interaction is very important here, because without interaction the class will become one-sided. It will be very boring. Isliye I am asking you for May and November 23, the applicable previous year is the applicable assessment year. And we are learning tax rates for the previous year 22-23 and the assessment year 23-24. We are in the first assessee. In income tax, assessees are divided in 7 categories: individual, HUF, company, firm including LLP, AOP, BOI, local authority, artificial juridical person. Under that, we are doing the tax rates of the first category, that is individual, and under individual also we have 3 categories altogether. The 3 categories that we have under individual: category A, normal individual. Dekho, normal does not mean that B and C are abnormal. B and C are specifically defined, so anyone who does not go in B and C will fall in category A. After doing B and C, we decided, we have studied, we are only revising it. What is category A? Anybody of the age 0 to 59 years will fall in this, and non-resident of any age will fall in this, because senior citizen and very senior citizen ka tax benefit will be available only if you are resident. Resident is equal to 60 and equal to 80 going to make you eligible for the respective category? Yes. And at what point of time are you required to touch 60 or 80? At any time during the previous year. That can be 31st of March also, including first day of the assessment year. Any time during the previous year or first day of the assessment year, then you will be treated as senior or very senior, as the case may be, for the entire previous year, subject to the most important condition that you are a resident, because a non-resident, irrespective of age, will always fall in category A. So we did the 3 categories, and after doing the 3 categories, we did the slabs of the first category. What do you mean by slab rates? Your total income will be divided into parts. The first 250 will always be taxed at 0%, even if you are Mukesh Bhai, the owner of India. The next 250, means 250 to 5 lakh, will be taxable at 5%. The next 5 lakh to 10 lakh will be taxed at 20%, and anything after 10 lakh will be taxed at 30%, for which we took an example of net taxable total income of 12 lakh. If we have income of 12 lakh, 30% will get attracted, but not on our entire income, only on the excess over 10 lakh. So 2 lakh ka 30%. And did I tell you that as far as the CA inter students are concerned, they can calculate tax like You are CA final student, so how do you calculate tax? What do? I summarized it for you. Take the excess of income over 10 lakh. If it is 12 lakh, it will be 2 lakhs. If it is 15 lakh, it will be 5 lakh. If it is 1 crore, it will be 90 lakhs. Whatever is the excess over 10 lakh, what do? 30%. And then you add 1 lakh, 12,500, because till 10 lakh, that amount of tax is fixed. Let's see, once I move to category B, what is going to be the change in my tax calculation. Category B, just a quick recap, 60 to 79. Is exact 60 covered? Yes, but exact 80 not covered. That will go in category C. Exact 60, but only if resident. What is the change? You have become senior citizen. Out of ijjat, respect, we are going to take lower tax from you compared to category A, and category C will be even lower than B. The difference will be here in the basic exemption limit. For senior citizens who are resident in our country, the basic exemption will be 3 lakh rupees. For the first 3 lakh rupees, they will not be paying any tax. So this is where the change lies. Normal people will start paying tax after income of 2,50,000, but senior citizens will start paying tax only after income of 3 lakh. The first 3 lakh will not be taxed, and after this it is all same. All same matlab kya sir? Sir, till 5 lakh, what is the tax rate for other people? 5%. Same is the case of senior citizen. Between 5 lakh and 10 lakh, 20%. Same is the case of senior citizen. After you cross the threshold of 10 lakh, you pay tax at 30%. Same is the case of senior citizen. The only change that you observe in tax calculation of senior citizens is that their basic exemption is enhanced from 2,50,000 to 3 lakh rupees. That's the change. And what will be the impact? See, I can directly tell you that calculate tax, take you to an example of income and tell you that calculate tax. That's one way. But let's be clear about the maths here. If you observe carefully, after 3 lakh, your tax calculation is not going to change. From 3 lakh to infinity, the rates are same. Yes or no? Yes or no? For the first 2,50,000, also your rates are same. Here also it is 0 and here also it is 0. So the difference in calculation is only going to be the income level between 250 to 3 lakh. The income between 250 to 3 lakh is income of rupees 50,000. Mitro, income between 250 to 3 lakh is income of 50,000. For these people, it will be taxable because after 250 they have to pay tax 5%. 50,000 ka 5%, 2,500. But for these people, it is not taxable because that amount also goes in 0%. And after 3 lakh, everything is same. This 2,500 is going to be the difference of tax calculation between category A and category B. Whenever you will calculate tax for category B, it will always be 2,500 rupees less than category A. And where is that difference? 250 to 3 lakhs. First category 5% because after 250 tax starts. But second category 0% because till 3 lakh tax does not start. Before that and after that everything is same. Difference is only where? 250 to 3 lakh, 2,500. And if you don't understand, I'll just speak one line orally. The difference is going to be 2,500. And in order to prove that difference, all I will do is just take the same example of net taxable total income. The same example that we took for category A, net taxable total income of rupees 12 lakh, and I will now ask you to calculate tax on the slabs that I have given you for category B. Kindly calculate tax on net taxable total income of the same 12 lakh amount what we calculated for category A yesterday, and in the next 30 seconds, if any student ka video is off except anyone who has taken permission, will be out of the classroom. Yes, please. What is the tax that you get? Some have directly messaged in the chat box, sir, 170. Aapne bola na 2,500 less. So they took this amount and subtracted 2,500. In 3 seconds, so they gave the tax also. Chaliye, theek hai, 1,70,000 is the answer. But how do we get it? Let's prove that also. Only because it is the first lecture, first chapter introduction, we have to do this. In future, we are not going to calculate tax like this. We are CA final students. Thoda to standard hai, bro. Okay. So, what will be the tax that will come in the first 3 lakh ka income? 0. Because 0% basic exemption. The next slab is from 3 lakh to 5 lakh. That means income component of 2 lakhs taxed at a rate of 5%. That's 10,000, and this is where the difference lies. Ladies and gentlemen, here it was 12,500. This is the difference. If there is difference of 2500 here, that difference lies here, because after this everything is going to be same. 5 lakh to 10 lakh, 5 lakh ka 20%, 1 lakh rupees, and anything after 10 lakh will be taxed at 30%. Because we have taken the same example of 12 lakh, it is going to be 60. So that makes it 1,70,000. And after today, whenever we calculate tax of senior citizens, how do we do this? Come on. If you have understood this box that we created, then you should be able to tell me, because that is where I realize that you are understanding what is happening in class. How do you calculate that? Take your net taxable total income. Income, this same word income is actually the net taxable total income. Subtract 10 lakh rupees. Can I say this is the excess over 10 lakh? Now apply what rate? 30%. And add. This is where you have to focus. Add 1,10,000. Here we added 1,12,500, but here we add only 1,10,000 at income level of 10 lakhs. There is fixed tax liability. At income level of 10 lakh, there is fixed tax liability. For the first category, 1,12,500, and for the second category, 1,10,000. And anything after that is going to be taxed at 30%, irrespective of category. Are we understanding little? Chaliye. So that was our second category. Category B, the difference is only rupees 2,500, because the difference lies only here in this amount, where only 2 lakh was taxed at 5%, and in category A 2,50,000 was taxed at 5%. This takes us to the last person for whom we have to calculate tax. And can you observe carefully kiske niche I am writing? So I am writing this under category C, last assessee. Very senior or super senior citizen. You become a very senior or super senior citizen at age level of 80. Is equal to 80 covered? Yes. Anytime during the year, or even 1st April of assessment year? Yes. But most importantly, only and only if the assessee is resident. Only if resident. Why does this discussion become very important for CA final students now? Because 30 marks of your syllabus is international tax. Compulsory international tax, irrespective of what is your elective paper. Correct? Come on. The moment you come across any tax provision, any section, any chapter where the assessee is a non-resident. Sometime the assessee will be non-resident, no, in income tax, if there is income earned in India. That means you are learning international tax ka provision. Any tax provision applicable to non-resident means a syllabus of international tax. Anything. So if they ask you a question to calculate tax liability of non-resident, that means they are asking you a question from your 30 marks of international tax. And purposely they will give you that non-resident ka age 85 years. So double task is achieved. Task 1, ask you international tax ka question. And second task, check your alertness that if the assessee is 85 years but non-resident, you don't calculate as per category C, you calculate as per category A. To trick you, they will purposely do that. Isliye be careful that higher basic exemption only if assessee is resident. And what is the basic exemption limit of very senior, super senior citizen? Those who know this will find it very normal. Those who don't will be shocked and surprised. Ladies and gentlemen, up to an income of rupees 5 lakh, income level of 5 lakh, no need to pay any tax. Basic exemption limit of super senior citizen will be 5 lakh rupees. So listen, if you remember, till 5 lakh, what was the tax of category A? 12,500. Tax of category B, 10,000. That difference of 2,500, you all remember? 250 to 3 lakh, 5%. That tax here will become 0. And that is the only difference. After this, everything is same. If you compare with this, the difference is going to be 10,000, and you compare with this, the difference is going to be 12,500, because already 2,500 ka difference is already there here also, no? Everything else is same. Sir, everything else is same means after 5 lakh, they also pay tax like other people. Up to 5 lakh, no tax. After 5 lakh, they start paying tax directly at 20%. There is no 5% bracket. And once again, a possibility of making a mistake in exam. Out of a habit of singing songs while learning theory, some people develop this habit. 0, 5, 20, 30, 0, 5, 20, 30, 0, 5, 20, 30, 0, 5, 20, 30 के चक्कर में you end up applying 5% here in category C. Then what do you do? Some people at least, they say here it will be 20. Well, in reality it is 30. They do 0, they do 5, they do 20, and then they say, sir, सुपर सीनियर को 30% नॉट एप्लीकेबल. नॉनसेंस. सुपर सीनियर को 5% नॉट एप्लीकेबल. तो फर्स्ट 5 lakh 0%. When others are paying at 5%, you don't pay anything, and when you start paying, you directly start paying at 20%. And after that it is same, no? So 5 lakh to 10 lakh 20%, and after 10 lakh 30%, it is same as anyone and everyone. The difference lies in the first bracket where there is no 5% slab. Do you think that it is disadvantageous to be 80 years old? Because other people are getting 5% and they are not getting 5%. They are directly paying 20. इसके लिए I am asking you, do you think it is disadvantageous to be a super senior citizen? Thank you for your this ishara, because that's the only way I can find out that you are listening to what I am saying. So why is it not disadvantageous? Because where others are paying 5%, you are not paying anything at all. And you are still ultimately going to pay lower than everyone else. And if you want me to prove that, example, net taxable total income 12 lakh. Again, this time you will apply the slab and calculate the tax for me. 0 to 5 lakh nothing, basic exemption. 5 lakh to 10 lakh 20%, more than 10 lakh 30%, and thus the tax comes to rupees. Some have already done it in the chat box. Thank you very much for your participation. 1,60,000. So difference from here 12,500. You know where is that 12,500? In the 5% bracket. Difference from here 10,000. You know where is that 10,000? In the 5% bracket. And already that difference of 2,500 we have seen in the 5% bracket. And after today, how will you solve a sum for super senior citizen? First 5 lakh, no tax. How much tax do you get in this bracket of 20%? 5 lakh into 20%? 1 lakh. And anything in excess of 10 lakh will go to 30%. In our example, it is 12 lakh. So 2 lakh ka 30%, 60,000. This please decide, because after today, this is how you are going to calculate tax. You all have to behave like CA final students. How will you calculate tax after today? Today was okay first time, but after today, how will you calculate tax? Entity I, net taxable total income minus 10 lakh into 30%. Excess over 10 lakh at 30% plus 1 lakh. Tax till level of 10 lakh is fixed. For category A, 1,12,500. For category B, 1,10,000. And for category C, 1 lakh. and after this you just apply 30%. So I will summarize how to calculate tax for all the three categories. Pick up your income on your calculator. Subtract 10 lakhs. Apply 30%. Plus, if it is category A, 1,12,500. If it is category B, 1,10,000. If it is category C, 1 lakh. That's the difference in tax calculation, and we have already computed that at the level of 12 lakhs for all the three categories. This is how we are going to calculate tax. This is the slab rate system of our country. And the slabs are over. So good news is that slabs are over. But I have multiple bad news for you. Bad news number 1. The tax that you have calculated, whether 170 to 500, 170 or 160, is not the final tax liability of the assessee. It is going to undergo certain changes. This is not what we will make our assessee pay. There will be some changes. So we have to learn those concepts. Bad news number 2. Whatever be your tax calculation in category A, B or C, have you applied the slabs here? So you took the total income and subjected them to the slabs 0, 5, 20, 30. But sometimes on some incomes, we are going to have something called special rates of tax. Some incomes will not be taxed at the slabs that you have studied here. They are going to be taxed at special rates, rates different from these slabs. So what you will have to do is take your net taxable total income, divide your net taxable total income into special income and normal income. The normal income will be taxed at slabs. The special income will be taxed at special rates. There are some incomes which are not liable to be taxed at the rates that we have studied. Special rates of tax. I am not teaching you these incomes. I am not teaching you. I have to teach you these incomes over the next 2.5 months. I am telling you with examples, and I am clever enough to take examples which you are familiar with. Because even if you left DT and cleared intermediate only because of IDT, you are aware that sometimes you will earn an income called long-term capital gains. It can be on stock market or off stock market. It can be shares or property. Long-term capital gain is never taxed at slabs. It has a special rate. For stock market there is 10%. For other than stock market there is a rate of 20%. If you have an income called casual winnings, lottery, gambling, betting, that is not going to be taxed at the slabs. For this there is a special rate prescribed. 30% is going to be the rate of tax. Directly 30. So if your income is 5 lakhs, which includes 1 lakh lottery, first you apply 1 lakh ka 30 and remaining 4 ke upar you will apply slabs. That's the concept of special rates. Yes, these slabs are relevant, but only on normal incomes. Special incomes will be separated, segregated from your normal income, and on that a special rate will be applied. And this special rate ka concept in income tax is given in chapter 12 of income tax. Chapter 12 of income tax contains special rates of tax. Mitro, income tax is divided in sections, we all know. But income tax is also divided in chapters. And there is only one chapter, and I am not talking about the 40 chapters of our book, या 43 chapters of our syllabus. नहीं, bro. Income Tax Act, Income Tax Law में government has made chapters. Similar sections, related sections are kept in one section, one chapter, one category. And the only chapter which you all know is chapter 6A. That's the only number which you are aware of. But similarly, there are other chapters. Chapter 1 of income tax, basic concepts, which has given you definition of residence, that definition of previous year assessment year person. Chapter 2 has given you residential status. Chapter 3 has given you exempt income, incomes not forming a part of taxable income. Section 10. Section 10? It's okay. Time will come. Chapter 4, anybody has any idea? Some are like, sir, 6 से छोड़ के कुछ नहीं मालूम. You only said no. If I will tell you no, then you will want to bang your head on the table. My suggestion, bang it hard. And if you are soft with yourself, then call me. Invite me over a cup of tea. I'll teach you how to bang your own head. These are your 5 heads of income. Chapter 4. Mitro. Chapter 5 and 6 are clubbing and set off. Chapter 6 say, of course, something that everyone knows. If you go a little ahead in the income tax law, chapter 17, 17A, all that contains your advance tax, your TDS and all. Chapter 14 is assessment procedure. So like that, there is a chapter 12 in income tax law. Chapter 12 ka section ka range is this. It starts at section 110. It goes up to section 115 BBG, BUBG, PUBG nahi, BUBG. And plus this year there are 2 new sections added, 115 BBH, 115 BBI. There are 2 amendments. So that way now we can say that chapter 12 will not end at BBG, it will end at BBI. Chapter 12, Mitro, will end at BBI. 2 new sections. I told you, no, auntie ke resume mein, hobbies mein she has written bringing new sections, amendments. Which auntie I am talking about? You will give some expression in life, marele log. This is special rates. This is where all these incomes are given. Long-term capital gain, for example, there are 2 sections. Non-stock market 112. Stock market 112A. Casual winnings 115BB. Just look at the section numbers that I have written. For LTCG, for casual winnings. Do you realize that they are a part of this range? Yes, that is special rates. So, we have slabs. Very good. But some incomes will be taxed at these special rates given in chapter. Which chapter of income tax law? Chapter 12. Sir, we will also learn it. Obviously, we will learn it in our textbook. Abhi jaake collect kiya, textbook you all collected? Bola bhak. Who cares? Class ko dena hoga to they will deliver, otherwise to hell with it. Barabar na? So, go open the textbook. Open the index, chapter number 5 in our volume 1, special rates of tax. This will be covered with you in our class in chapter 5. Special rates of tax is there in our book, and those who don't trust me are also checking right now only. I told you go check, matlab not right now. Vishwas ka to jama nahi. I am telling you it is there means it is there, no. So, are we going to learn special rates? Yes, that's chapter 5 of our volume 1. Abhi introduction is going on. Then, abhi open kari liya index, then check. Then double taxation relief. Then cash loans. Then NRI taxation. Then special rates. It will come when it has to. But what you need to know is that you will not apply slabs directly. Certain incomes will be taxed at special rates. Is that clear? So, we are doing tax rates of the first assessee individual. individual divided in three categories. Three categories ka slabs are over. And now, after learning the slabs, we are told that we will apply slabs, but only on normal incomes. Certain incomes will be taxed at special rates. Is that clear? So we will learn special rates whenever we have to. But even then our tax calculation is not over, because even after slabs, there are some points that you have to note in tax calculation. Our tax calculation is not completed with slabs, because whatever tax you have calculated here, whether 1,12,500, whether 1,10,000 or whether 1 lakh, this tax is known as something called basic tax. Whatever tax you calculate, whether the normal rates or the special rates, this tax is known as basic tax. This is not the final tax liability of the assessee. The tax that we have calculated is going to undergo certain changes. This is not final. So obviously, as a chartered accountant or as a CA student, you can't stop at these amounts. 1,12,500, 170 to 500, 170 or 160. You have to calculate final tax liability of the assessee. What are you? Who are you? Amitabh Bachchan in Kaun Banega Crorepati? Take this check, लेकिन ये मैं तुमको देगा नहीं. I will take it back. This is not final. Like you imagine you telling your client, I have calculated your tax 170 to 500, लेकिन ये final नहीं है. It will undergo changes. Then do the changes and give it. No. Hello. As a CA, you are expected to calculate the final tax liability. And for this, you need to have knowledge of the following three concepts. The tax that we have calculated, 170 to 500, 170 or 160. Or sometimes if special rate is applicable, is called basic tax. It will undergo changes. What are those changes? How will my basic tax become my final tax? What are the changes? Change number 1, the concept of rebate under section 87A of income tax. This is not given in any budget or finance act. This is given in the income tax act itself, section 87A of income tax, the concept of rebate. We have calculated your tax, but this is not final. There is going to be some rebate. Sir, what do you mean by rebate? First the meaning, then the calculation. Whenever these garib, bhikhari words are used, that means we are going to reduce your tax liability. Rebate, relief, reduction, credit. Whenever these words are used, we are going to reduce your tax liability. So whatever tax we have calculated, that will be reduced. So assessee is very happy. But out of happiness and excitement, some students while solving their sums end up making a mistake. Over excitement ki dukaan. Pay attention please. We are going to reduce your tax. Some people are so excited in life, they calculate rebate and then they subtract it from 12 lakh. Rebate calculated and subtracted from 12 lakh. And some are thinking, sir, इसमें wrong क्या है? तो बराबर ना? बराबर? Is it so? Mitro, you don't have to subtract it from your income. You have to subtract it from your tax. We are going to give you a rebate from your tax liability, not from your NTTI. Let me be clear. Rebate is subtracted from tax, not from income. If there is an exemption, we don't take it in the income. If there is a deduction, we take in income and subtract from income. That is deduction like chapter 6A. Yeah, special economic zone 10AA. That is deduction or exemption. which is adjusted in income amount. Rebate, relief, reduction, credit, they are not adjusted in income, they are adjusted in your tax liability. We are not going to reduce 12 lakh, we are going to reduce 170 to 500, 170 or 160. अरे समझा क्या? Rebate is reduction from your tax liability. मित्रों, are you understanding? Yes. तो me CA, you client. Me CA, you client. Hi client, बोलो hi CA. बोलो hi CA. Hi client. अरे करो. I have calculated your tax. 170 to 500, 170, 160. But it will get reduced. ये कम होगा, it will get reduced. The client will start dancing. Start dancing. Dance karte karte, dear client, you need to ask 2 questions. And if client is illiterate, let him be illiterate. Dear students, ask 2 questions. 2 questions. I am telling you that the tax will be reduced. Immediately you should ask 2 questions. Come on. Come on. Question number 1. I can't hear you. ऐसा 1 second के लिए you can unmute and talk. I will give you rebate. Start dancing and dance करते करते ask 2 questions. No question. कुछ भी नहीं. बोला तू जो बोल सब चलेगा हमको. कुछ तो बोलो यार. हाँ, चैट बॉक्स में टाइप कर. हाउ विल आई गेट रिबेट? मतलब what are the conditions to get rebate? Is it available to everyone? If yes, then we would have subtracted it here itself. What are the conditions to get rebate? That's the first question. And once I fulfill the conditions, second question, how much? बराबर है. Quantum of rebate. कितना rebate? You in the chat box typed how will I get and how much I will get. वो बराबर है, but I will have to write some proper words, no? So, what are the conditions that you have to fulfill? And what is the quantum of rebate? If at all I fulfill the conditions, you have brains to understand that anybody not fulfilling the conditions is not going to be eligible. Understood? And half knowledge is worse than no knowledge. Whoever has typed less than 5 lakh, half knowledge is worse than no knowledge. Okay? Suno dhyan se. What are the conditions to get rebate? You understand we can go to the quantum only after knowing the conditions? Condition 1, the assessee has to be a resident. Rebate is allowed only and only to residents. Non-residents are not eligible for getting rebate. Matlab non-resident will not get higher basic exemption limit also, even if senior citizen, and non-resident will not get rebate also. Only for resident. Condition 2, plus sign, and plus means cumulative condition. You have to fulfill both. Plus means and means cumulative. You have to fulfill both. You have to be an individual. Tax is applicable to HUF, company, firm, AOP, everyone. We are learning tax rates of individuals, but soon we move to tax rates of HUF, company, firm, AOP, everyone. Rebate is allowed only if the assessee is individual. Not allowed to the other assessees. Not allowed. And third and the last condition, plus means and means cumulative. So in order to get rebate, there are 3 conditions. And you have to satisfy all the 3 conditions. Even if one condition is dissatisfied, तो you are not eligible to get rebate. तो first two conditions के बारे में तो no one was aware. Third condition के बारे में someone typed in the chat box less than 5 lakh. What less than 5 lakh? What? The population of your city? Less than 5 lakh? What less than? What do you mean by less than 5 lakh? How can you say less than 5 lakh? You understood? What should be less than 5 lakh? The total taxable income. Okay. You mean to say the net taxable total income? And you said less than 5 lakh? You are still wrong. Because you get rebate not when your income is less than 5 lakh, but when your income is not more than 5 lakh. Some are like, sir, it is one and the same. No, less means not more. Nahi, mitro. Not more means less than 5 lakh and not more also means equal to 5 lakh. If your income is exact equal to 5 lakh, you will get rebate. Now out of habit, less than 5 lakh, less than 5 lakh, less than 5 lakh. You learn also, you speak like this, you learn like this, you talk in office like this. Because of that regular habit, you think that is only right. Because you keep on repeating the wrong thing, you convince yourself that that is right. अब होगा क्या? Exam में if they ask you a question on 4 lakh, तो rebate? Obviously allowed. 6 lakh? Obviously not allowed. But they will ask you 5 lakhs. Because they will test you on what you don't know. And they know very well what you don't know. Rebate will be allowed even when your income is exact equal to 5 lakh. So from today onwards, you will stop saying less than 5 lakh. Either you say not more than 5 lakh. That is the best way. That is the legal way, the professional way of saying not more than 5 lakh. Or if you want it to be a little easy for you, at student level, easy hona is more important. So you will say less than or equal to 5 lakhs. Not more than 5 lakh is the best way, but less than or equal to 5 lakh chalega. So are you understanding this? So ladies and gentlemen, when is rebate allowed? When the assessee is resident and the assessee is individual and the assessee is having income up to 5 lakhs. Not more than 5 lakhs, matlab less than or equal to 5 lakhs. That means if there is an assessee who is a non-resident, that means the assessee who is a non-resident, usko rebate? Not allowed. Assessee who is other than individual, HUF company firm, to rebate? Not allowed. Income is more than 5 lakh, to rebate? Not allowed. I'll tell you something. We calculated tax for 3 people, remember? 170 to 500, 170, 160. All 3 of them are ineligible for rebate. All 3 are ineligible. They are residents. They are individuals. See, senior citizen to has to be resident, no? They are residents. They are individuals. Still they are ineligible. Haila. Sir, 2 out of 3 conditions fulfilled, no? तो चलेगा? No, all 3 have to be cumulatively satisfied. So why are they ineligible? Sir, कुछ भी बोलता है sir. Sir, see this carefully. 170 to 500, 170, 160. Sir, this is less than 5 lakhs. तुम क्या बोलता है? They are not eligible. They are eligible, no? Eligible, no? अरे less than 5 lakh, no? See 170 to 500, check on your calculator, less than 5 lakh or more than 5 lakh. Eligible or not eligible? Nahi. Because you don't have to check the tax. You have to check the income. Rebate you get from tax, but check the income. Rebate you get from tax, but check the income. Income is more than 5 lakhs. Can you see that? Sir, what if the other 2 conditions are fulfilled? 67% fulfilled, no? 2 out of 3. तो चलेगा? No, all three conditions have to be fulfilled. So are we clear that the assessees for which we calculated 170 to 500, 170, 160 not eligible because their income exceeded 5 lakh rupees. Chaliye, come back to the conditions. Supposingly there is a person who is resident, Mr. X. There is a person who is resident, Mr. X. So, am I a resident? Am I an individual, Mr. X? My income is 8 lakh rupees. Will I get rebate? Two conditions fulfilled still no? Chal theek hai. Second question, new question. Income 4 lakhs. Assessee is individual, non-resident. Not allowed. ठीक है. Resident, income 4 lakhs. HUF, not allowed. Now you understand the importance of cumulative condition. ठीक है. Next question. Now I talk about myself. Am I an individual in the eyes of income tax? At least. Married men at home are not treated as human beings, but in the eyes of income tax individual. Okay. मेरी शक्ल देख के you feel that I have ever gone abroad? Okay, but as per residential status, even if you spend 182 days in India, then you are resident. I can't stay outside India for more than 6 months. One batch only goes on for 2.5 months. How do I spend 6 months outside India? Online live class leke? No, I am a resident. I am an individual, and now that mera shakal you have seen, so by now you have guessed that I am below basic exemption limit. But for the sake of, for the purpose of example, let us take 4 lakh. Example के लिए, बाकी I am below basic exemption, I am not liable to tax. गरीब. You've seen that meme? मैं गरीब हूं. नहीं? कुछ तुम कुछ reaction life में मरेले लोग something you will give reaction. I am resident. I am individual. Income is 4 lakhs. First question, am I eligible for rebate? Yes. So how much rebate is my second question. And for that you will have to first calculate tax liability. 4 lakh is my income. What is my tax liability? If 4 lakh is my income. If I have taken myself as an example, obviously you apply category A. Don't assume anything. I am the example. What is the tax liability? First 2 lakh 50 no tax. Then 1 lakh 50 ka 5%. 7,500. This is my basic tax. But I am eligible for rebate. Now comes the second question. What is the quantum of rebate? The actual tax that you have calculated. That you have to calculate first. First calculate basic tax, then think about rebate. The actual tax that you have calculated. What is our actual tax? 7,500 or rupees 12,500, whichever is lower. Actual tax or 12,500, whichever is lower. In other words, maximum rebate equal to 12,500. You can put it like that also. You understand it means the same thing. So your tax or 12,500. What is lower? 7,500. That will become your rebate subtracted from tax, and thus tax will become 0. आप समझा क्या? Actual tax or 12,500, whichever is lower. Supposingly the income is 4,50,000. Other two conditions fulfilled. Resident, individual 450. Is the assessee eligible for rebate? Will we calculate rebate first? No. First calculate actual tax on 450. Come on. 10,000 rupees. 250 ka 0 and 2 lakh ka 5%. Come on. 10,000. 10,000 or 12,500. What is lower? 10,000. subtract 10 from 10 and tax becomes 0. Chaliye. Supposingly my income is 6 lakh rupees. 6 lakh. Calculate tax first, basic tax. Aisa na, don't do. Basic tax is applicable to everyone. Calculate basic tax. My category only, category A. See, if the question specifies age, then only assessee is senior citizen. If age is not given, you can't assume senior citizen. 6 lakh pe. What is the tax? 32,500. Kaise? 5 lakh tak 12,500 fix. And then 1 lakh ka 20,000. Now give rebate. Not allowed. Rebate not allowed. Q, K. Hey, this is less than 5 lakh. Kya rebate not allowed? Resident individual less than 5 lakh. We have to check the income. Arey, brightest students go wrong in overexcitement. The moment they reach 32,500. Oh, tax aa gaya, tax aa gaya. Arey, no bro. You have to see that income is more than 5 lakh. Hello. Chaliye. So not eligible. Now, some difficult example. 2 examples and rebate ka concept hoga. Example 1. Resident, individual and net taxable total income exact 5 lakh rupees. You will never discuss rebate with me first. Your first step is always going to be calculate basic tax. $12,500. Now I am discussing with you, is rebate going to be allowed to this assessee? Resident hai, individual hai, and third condition is fulfilled. Huh? Arey, it is not less than 5 lakh. So equal to is also covered and rebate will be allowed. Understood those dear students who have the habit of speaking from your mouth, less than 5 lakh, less than 5 lakh, less than 5 lakh, because of which you will end up going wrong. Because at equal to levels also rebate will be allowed. Allowed hai? So finally we are deciding that we will give rebate. Kitna? Actual tax. How much is the actual tax? 12,500 or 12,500, whichever is lower. This is the indifference point. Give the rebate of 12,500 and accordingly your tax will become 0. Ye correct hai? Ye correct hai? And this was a game played by CA Piyush Goyal sir when he presented the budget in 2019. The outgoing government just before election. 2019 was election year, final CA ka students. Just before the elections, the outgoing government has to present an interim budget. So Piyush Goyal sir was the interim finance minister giving the interim budget because Jaitley ji was unwell. He brought 10 amendments in income tax. And all of them were lollipop. For example, instead of 1 self-occupied property, now we will allow 2 self-occupied property in house property chapter. For example, when you sell a house, you buy a house. So the amount that you invest in the new house will be subtracted from capital gain of the old house. He said, I will give you 2 house ka deduction. Before that, only 1 house was allowed. Why did he do all this? Just before election, all this only happens. And one more scam done was, it was expected that now a chartered accountant will get finance ministry. So let's vote for them. Economy will improve. And then after winning elections, they appointed auntie. Scam ही हुआ ना? अरे, you understood what happened? Hello? Mr. Piyush Goyal, sir, chartered accountant, made an announcement in the parliament in his budget speech. Something like this. That anybody having income up to rupees 5 lakhs will not be paying any tax. anybody having income up to rupees 5 lakhs will not be paying tax. And the moment he said it, all our Hindi news channels went crazy. They are already crazy. And why Hindi? All English channels are also crazy. They know only how to shout. And 10 people shout together. Imagine 10 professors, one teaching, costing, one DT, one IDT, sitting together and shouting. And you have to understand what everyone is saying. All Hindi news channels went crazy. तो अब 5 लाख तक की आय पर आपको कोई कर नहीं देना होगा. I'll translate. This heavy language you will not understand. 5 लाख, 5 lakhs तक की आय means income. कोई कर means tax. 5 लाख तक की आय no कर. अरे आयकर भवन bro. And people started वो budget का seminars also. 5 lakh basic exemption. Nonsense. Basic exemption was earlier also 5 lakh. 5 lakh बोला पागल. Earlier also 250. Now also 250. Basic exemption has always remained 250. Even today it is 250. 5 lakh ka basic exemption is only for category C. Senior citizen. Super senior citizen. For other people it is 250 only. Sir, then how it is becoming 0? Because of rebate. Basic exemption is not 5 lakh. Basic exemption is 250. Tax will start after 250. Rebate will be given till 5 lakh. But look at the statement. You don't have to pay tax till income of 5 lakh is what Piyush Goyal sir said. But after 5 lakh, what you have to do, he did not say. You know why? What will happen? I'll take an example which is not applicable for rebate. 5 lakh and 10 rupees. I am not purposely taking 5 lakh and 2 rupees because for rounding off may it will become 5 only. 5 lakh and 10 rupees. We have to calculate tax. You understand 12,500 is the tax till 5 lakhs plus 2 rupiah. How? 10 will be taxed at 20%, no bro? Nahi to you calculate. Take 5 lakh 10 as income and calculate tax. Do you get 12,500 and 2 rupees? Correct hai? Arre 10 is taxed at 20% na yaar. 2 rupees na. Now rebate. No rebate. ये है आपका tax. Means up to 5 lakhs no tax. But what will happen after 5 lakh? Full tax. Basic exemption is 250 only. Piyush Goyal sir be like, sahi khel gaya. Literally the people of the country were made a big dash. I'm not able to control myself today. You all are all CA final students. None of you all are minor child. Amit, minor child? नहीं, कोई भी minor child नहीं है. I want to say this word today. Piyush Goyal sir ने क्या बनाया? I am not able to control myself. Is it okay if I say it? Ladies and gents department of the class. Is it okay? I'm not able to control myself. Just because there is no minor child, I'm saying it. Piyush Goyal sir ने बहुत बड़ा पागल बनाया. I was going to say pagal only, but I like the way you thought. Big scam he did, huh? You understood tax is becoming 0 because of rebate. So resident individual income up to 5 lakhs, less than equal to, not more than 5 lakhs. Actual tax or 12,500, whichever is lower. Quantum is also clear. And now there is a doubt asked by students, and that doubt will be answered. Before you ask me, it will be answered in the second example. Student says, sir, at 5 lakhs, tax can never be more than 12,500. Exact 5 lakh pe bhi we are getting this only. And if it was senior or very senior, so it would have been lower, no? Yes or no? Exact 12,500 we are getting, come on. So sir, this was not required. Understood the doubt of the student? Sir, the actual tax till 5 lakhs is always going to be less than 12,500 or maximum equal to 12,500. So just write actual tax and give that rebate. In that 7,500 wala example, ya 10,000 wala example, everywhere actual tax only became rebate, no? This maximum threshold is not required only, sir. And the moment I cross 5 lakhs, tax is higher, but then rebate is not coming only, no? Doubt samjha kya? You understood the doubt? I'll give you the answer, no? Simple hai. बहुत simple hai. Supposingly there is an assessee who has earned long-term capital gain of 2 lakh rupees. Long-term capital gain on sale of land. I have not taught you this, but did I tell you that there are some incomes taxable at special rate? Long-term capital gain on sale of land is covered in section 112 and the rate of tax is 20%. And this assessee also has salary income. I am giving you the computed salary. Matlab he has taken all his deductions, standard deduction and all that, etc., etc. 3 lakh rupees. That's it. This is the total income of the assessee, rupees 5 lakh. And this assessee is a resident individual. A resident individual is giving you data of his incomes. What is the long-term capital gains? Taxable at 20%, 2 lakh rupees, and salary income 3 lakh rupees. Do we calculate rebate first? No, sir. What do we first calculate? Basic tax. How will we calculate basic tax? This time on 5 lakh we cannot apply slabs. Because does our income contain income of chapter 12? We all remember, no? We have not studied, but I have referred, I have told you about it. Chapter 12 ka income will be taxed at special rate. That means, can I say my tax will be 2 lakh ka 20%, that is 40,000, and the remaining income 3 lakh will be taxed at slabs. So please tell me, as per slabs, what tax comes on 3 lakh? हाँ जी, 2,500 correct hai? Can I call this my basic tax? 42,500 mitro, yes or no? Now we will discuss rebate. First question, is the assessee eligible? Resident. First condition. Second condition, individual. Third condition, income up to 5 lakh. Is equal to 5 lakh covered? Understood the importance of equal to, whether 60 years, 80 years or 5 lakhs? Yes, so eligible. Now check. What is the actual tax? 42,500 or 12,500, whichever is lower. Here you will get only 12,500 ka rebate and the balance will become your tax liability. Yes, I do agree, mitro, that till 5 lakhs, according to slabs, tax will never be more than 12,500. And thus actual tax only will become rebate. Hello? But in case we have incomes taxable at special rates, then our tax can be more than 12,500. Here is the example right in front of you. And thus, we will have to learn actual tax or 12,500, whichever is lower. Okay? For 15 seconds, everyone will unmute and participate with me. What to do before you unmute? Let me first be clear what will be the exercise that we will do for 15 seconds. I will say, bolo 3 conditions of rebate. And you all will speak in one musical tone. Resident, individual, income up to 5 lakhs. See, if one person says less than equal to, one person says not more than 1, तो क्या tone बैठेगा नहीं. Already in online lecture, network fluctuation की वजह से one person will speak resident, individual, income up to 5 lakh. In the meantime, other will say resident, individual, because of network. That fluctuation is already going to come. But the lyrics have to be same. Resident, individual, income up to 5 lakhs. Resident, individual, income up to 5 lakhs. And this is not an option. Like keeping video on is not an option for those who are not taking the instruction seriously. This is not an option. Everyone will have to do this. 1, 2, 3, start. Resident, individual, income up to 5 lakhs. And how much rebate? and how much rebate? Actual tax or 12,500, whichever is, बोलना पड़ेगा, actual tax or 12,500, whichever is lower. This is how we will calculate our rebate. So when we applied our slabs, and thank you everyone, when we applied our slabs, इतना participation अगर नहीं किया ना, then it is better that you go for recorded lectures. Okay, don't get up early morning, get up whenever you have to, study whenever you have to, and records say I am one of the highest sellers of direct tax video lectures across the country. Records say that about 30% students, after buying the pen drives, don't activate only the pen drives. Which student has watched how many hours, which chapter, our system gives us all the data. All the data. There is a validity, that 6 months ke validity ka pen drive you are buying. But that 6 months will start after you activate. And 30% students don't activate only the pen drive. क्योंकि क्या होता है, when there is an online live class, no, तो morning में you have to come, tolerate me, and 10 o'clock leave. कुछ भी हो जाए, you have to attend. और ये तो online live है. Had it been a physical class, one day a student is absent, second day 2 गाली खाएगा. You are in CA final. Don't give excuses. Pen drive में क्या है ना, there is no one to check your discipline. You buy, then morning में you are lazy to get up, full day you have office, evening में you are late from office, khatam, tata, bye bye, gaya. And then there are exams. Then last में they go here and there, इसका revision lecture, उसका revision lecture, थोड़ा MCQs, part study, then they don't clear, then they say institute does not give marks. Discipline comes with continuous class. Recording thrills, but sometimes also kills if you are not disciplined. Those who are disciplined, ke kuch bhi ho jaye, I will get up early and watch. Yeah, I have office hours, say evening 5 to 2 o'clock in the night, because koi foreign company se we are dealing. So morning ke slots mein I will study different from classroom hours. So video lecture is good for me, no problem. But you have to open and watch. इसलिए I tell students that don't rely on videos, क्योंकि कल की डेट पे if you don't watch it only, no, then you will never be able to give your exams. तो live class का benefit should come, no. You should get the advantage that other people are not getting, and for that interaction is required. So I will be doing this exercise again and again, and it is not optional, it is compulsory. Resident, individual, income up to 5 lakhs, actual tax or 12,500, whichever is lower. That was our first concept in tax calculation, the concept of rebate. So just a quick reminder, we are doing tax calculation of individual. We did slabs, but some incomes had special rates that we are yet to learn. But after slabs also we have only basic tax. Basic tax will undergo change. First change is rebate. Rebate under 87A. Are we done with this? Second concept in tax calculation, the concept of surcharge. This is going to be an increase in tax. So while your rebate reduces your tax, your surcharge is going to increase your tax. If you are baas marta hua amir, stinking rich, high income earning category, you will be paying tax as per slabs. That's your basic tax. You have to pay a little extra. High income earning people will pay tax a little extra in comparison with other people, because India ka constitution says once a person ka income goes higher and higher, then the tax also should be higher and higher. And what do you mean by higher and higher? If your net taxable total income exceeds rupees 50 lakhs, we are doing surcharge for which assessee? Individual. After 50 lakh ka income, you have to pay 10% surcharge. But if it crosses 1 crore, then you have to pay 15%. I am not teaching you, I am telling you. For partnership firm, for companies, The rates of tax are obviously different. We are doing individual. Surcharge is also different. For company and firm, surcharge starts after 1 crore. ये 50 lakh का बात का is only for individual HUF. Anyways, right now we are doing individual only, no? So surcharge will come after 50 lakhs. Once we go to company firm, we will talk about them. After 50 lakh, 10% surcharge. After 1 crore, 15%. If you cross 2 crore, very few individuals in the country, we are talking about individuals, companies can cross any income. But individual crossing 2 crores, 25% surcharge. And if you cross 5 crore, so 37% surcharge will be applicable. Surcharge is going to increase your tax liability if you are very rich. Very rich ka definition is people having income more than 50 lakhs. They will have to pay surcharge. After 50 lakhs, how much? 10. After 1 crore, 15. After 2 crore, 25. And after 5 crore, 37% surcharge. Is that understood? But there are multiple things that you will have to learn, note and understand here. Starting with the first thing. In rebate, there were 3 conditions. Do you remember? First condition was that the assessee has to be resident. Now observe carefully. Direct tax expects you to understand what is written in front of you and also to interpret what is not written in front of you. If surcharge gives you only criteria of income, that means whether the assessee is resident or non-resident doesn't matter. Rebate is applicable only to individual. Rebate is applicable only to residents. Surcharge is applicable to resident as well as non-resident. Simple question. Have I written resident word for surcharge? That means it will come for all. In rebate, I wrote resident, that means non-resident will not get it. But surcharge will come for all. It only depends on your income criteria. What was the second condition? Rebate comes only for individuals. But in surcharge, yes, right now we are doing individuals, but surcharge comes for all assessees. So as and when we go further, tax rates of HUF, tax rates of AOP, BOI, local authority, firm, company, surcharge will come for everyone. Rebate comes only for individuals. Surcharge will come for everyone. Their rates are different. Company and firm ka surcharge will start after 1 crore. There is no surcharge after 50 lakhs. Rates are different, but surcharge is there for everyone. Rebate is only for individual, but surcharge is for everyone. That means for rebate, there are 3 conditions. Resident, individual, 5 lakhs. Resident, individual, 5 lakhs. Yes or no? Surcharge, there is only one condition. Your income should cross the threshold prescribed. Only one condition. Is that clear? Only income has to be checked. Residential status is irrelevant. Nature of assessee is irrelevant. Next thing, mitro, बहुत discussion है. This is briefly the surcharge का provision, but detailed discussion है. Next discussion. Please see, pay attention and understand if you can. Rebate is given to any assessee who is poor, that is income up to rupees 5 lakhs. Surcharge is given to or applied to any assessee whose income is after 50 lakhs. So do you understand? For one assessee, either it can be rebate or it can be surcharge. It can be none of them. People having income between 5 lakhs and 50 lakhs, 8 lakh, 10 lakh, 20 lakh, neither rebate nor surcharge. But it can never be both of them. Use your brain and be clear on this. It can be rebate, surcharge, none of them, but never both of them. Rebate and surcharge can never happen together for the same assessee. स्टैटिस्टिक्स पढ़ा है, स्टैटिस्टिक्स, प्रोबेबिलिटी. Rebate and surcharge are mutually exclusive events. Sir, maths में भी we didn't take it seriously. Now in tax you are expecting us to know the meaning. Mutually exclusive means two things that can never happen together. Why, sir? Sir, for rebate your income has to be up to 5 lakhs. And for surcharge your income has to be more than 50 lakhs. There is no income amount which is less than 5 lakhs but more than 50 lakhs. Buddhi hai, akkal hai, little brains you have. So, after we calculate basic tax, either we do rebate or we do none of them or we do surcharge. Is that also clear? So, let's one by one make it clear the things that are done. First, rebate के लिए there are 3 conditions: resident individual, income up to 5 lakhs. Surcharge के लिए only income has to be checked. Residential status and nature of assessee is irrelevant. Everyone will have surcharge. Second, rebate and surcharge can never happen together. Third, if income is exact 5 lakh, especially that student, whichever student had the habit of saying less than 5 lakh, less than 5 lakh. Today we have solved that problem. If income is exact 5 lakh, to rebate. Exact 5 lakh per rebate? Yes. But if income is exact 50 lakhs, to surcharge not applicable. Note karo, observe karo, check karo the importance of equal to in your life. You've never taken it seriously and I will make you take it seriously. Equal to 60, equal to 80 years हुआ, equal to 5 lakhs का rebate हुआ. Yes, but equal to 50 lakhs पे surcharge? No. Because surcharge comes only when the income is greater than 50 lakhs. समझा क्या? So equal to 50 lakhs पे surcharge not applicable. Equal to 1 crore. I am changing my question. Suno. Equal to 1 crore. Surcharge. Sir, greater लिखा है ना तो not applicable. Lol. Read between the lines. Up to 1 crore. 10% will apply because greater than 1 crore will make it 15. And those who have understood this, now tell me, at exact 2 crore ka income, will there be surcharge? Yes. 25%? No. 15%. Exact 5 crore का surcharge, exact 5 crore का income, will there be surcharge? Yes. 37? No. 25%. So, equal to, please listen to what I am saying, equal to will always allow rebate at 5 lakh rupees. Correct है? Equal to में surcharge will come but of the previous rate. मतलब क्या sir? Sir, equal to 50 lakh. Previous rate is 0% surcharge. Before 50 lakh there is no surcharge. Equal to 1 crore. Previous rate मतलब 10%. Equal to 2 crore. Previous rate मतलब 15. And equal to 5 crore. Previous rate मतलब 37. 37 नहीं, 25. Understood? Understood? So following things we have tried. First, rebate के लिए 3 conditions. Surcharge only 1 condition. Income amount. Second, rebate will come at equal to, surcharge will not come at equal to, and if it will come also, it will come at the previous level. Correct hai? Last thing, whenever we discussed quantum of rebate, it was given in rupees, actual tax or 12,500, whichever is lower, that amount in rupees you have to learn 12,500, but the surcharge is given in percentage form. If it is given in percentage form, it has to be applied on something. 10% or 15 or 25 or 37 of what will be the question? Question समझा क्या? For example, my net taxable total income is 1.5 crore. Is this a case of rebate, surcharge के none of them? Listen, both of them is not in options. Rebate, surcharge or none of them? NTTI 1.5 crore, rebate, surcharge के none of them. It's a case of surcharge. Yes. How much surcharge? %15? 1.5 crore will be 15 bro, not 25. After 2 crore it becomes 25. 15%. So this will be 15% of what? I fall in this range? 15% of what? Some people apply 15% on the income. बोलता है sir, tax is calculated on income only. No sir. So they apply on 1.5 crore. Rubbish. Some people say what, sir, had the income been exact 1 crore, then surcharge will be 10%. It is becoming 15 because of this extra 50 lakhs. So apply 15 on that 50 lakhs. Nonsense. I don't know what you have been following till now, but I will be very clear today. Step number 1 is calculate basic tax. Before you calculate basic tax, do not use your brain. Even if you have one, you preserve it for later. First calculate basic tax. Income of 1.5 crore, basic tax. Before basic tax, don't talk to anyone. Basic tax. How will you calculate? How will you calculate? Come on. Calculate it in the advanced manner. Pick up your total income on your calculator. That's 1 crore 50 lakhs. Subtract 10 lakhs. Apply 30%. And then add 1 lakh 12,500. Process समझा क्या? Process. Oh, calculator lovers. Process is understood. $43 lakhs 12,500. 1 crore 40 lakhs का 30% is 42 lakhs and 1 lakh 12,500. Correct hai? Now in this we will be adding surcharge as we have decided, and that also surcharge will come at 15% because the income is between 1 crore and 2 crore, greater than 1 crore up to 2 crore. If this was exact 1 crore, so it will be 10%, and if this was exact 2 crore, then still 15. More than 2 hoega, so it will be 25. Correct hai? One question I have. Sir, we are applying 15%. But if the assessee was non-resident, then still 15%. For rebate, residence is required, not for surcharge. समझा क्या? Of what? Whatever you have been doing before today, I am not interested in knowing. 15% will be applied on your basic tax. The surcharge ka rate will always apply on basic tax. Surcharge is always a percentage of basic tax. Amount mein I am not interested, bro. Amount, what are you getting? Some 5 lakh 646,875. Is that what you are getting? I'll tell you what. I am not interested in this amount. You have this amount. You have this percentage. you have applied this percentage on this amount and given me this figure. Do you really think you have done something great in your life? All you have done is pressed the buttons. This calculation you can manage in your life. A CA student and his calculator is the most romantic story of the country. There cannot be a better romance than this. I am still wondering, when social media was flooded with hashtag couple challenge, why no CA student uploaded selfie with his or her calculator? Because there is no better couple than that. I am not interested in the amount. I am interested in your conceptual clarity. Whenever there will be surcharge, whatever be the rate of surcharge, 10, 15, 25 or 37, it will apply on basic tax ka amount. I am interested in that. And the other things, jaise surcharge will come for everyone. That is clear. Individual ke liye it starts after 50 lakh, but company firm ke liye it will start after 1 crore. Whenever we learn company firm ka rates, we will learn that also. No? We are doing individual ka rate. And equal to will attract surcharge of previous level. Equal to 50 lakh pe nothing, equal to 1 crore pe 10% and so on. Is this clear? But I have some more bad news. That surcharge ka concept is not over. Surcharge ka concept is having a lot of discussion pending. बहुत बाकी है. But are we clear about what we have studied? Surcharge is in one frame right in front of you. Are we clear about this? Absolutely. 100%. Okay. Surcharge ke andar there are two more things that I have to discuss. Just give me a couple of minutes. Observe this surcharge wala thing carefully. Just give me a couple of minutes. Surcharge ka concept is now going to continue. There are two more things that I have to teach you about surcharge. First, are we clear about what we have studied till now? Rebate will be for all assessees. Surcharge will be for, rebate will be for 3 conditions. Surcharge will be for all assessees. Second, surcharge will be a percentage on basic tax. And third, equal to mein surcharge will not come. If it will come, it will be the previous level. But equal to mein rebate will come. When this was introduced, 25 and 37, this part by auntie in 2020 ka budget. Matlab listen, before 2020 we had only these two rates of surcharge. Which two? 10% and 15%. Auntie suddenly said that I am bringing 25% and 37% surcharge. Huge number of protests across the country, especially the high income earning people, because they said, sir, this is very, very harsh. Imagine kijiye, your income has crossed 5 crore rupees. Already you have basic tax of 30. Now you will have surcharge of 37%. 5 crore cross hua hai. I'm taking that as an example. 37% surcharge. How many people think that 30 plus 37 is 67%? 67 hua na? Nahin. 37% of 30. It's a percentage of basic tax. And plus there is going to be one more concept called cess, which is coming after surcharge, the last concept in tax calculation. This is resulting in a very, very high effective rate of tax for these people. And therefore they requested auntie to take it back. Auntie said that I will not take it back, but I will relax the condition of 25 and 37. So I am teaching you 2 points. And these 2 points are applicable only and only if you fall in the 25 or 37 category. Only those assessees. Matlab, anybody having income 0 to 50 lakh, these 2 points are not applicable. Anybody having income more than 50 lakh up to 1 crore, these 2 points are not applicable. Anybody having income more than 1 crore up to 2 crore, these 2 points are not applicable. Anybody having income more than 2 crore, is this that person who will go in 25 and 37? Yes. Only these people will be covered in the following 2 points. Whatever I teach you under these 2 points, you will not understand if you are first not clear about this. Be clear. The existing surcharge in our country was 10 and 15. Suddenly auntie introduced 25 and 37. And these people raised an objection. So auntie is bringing a relaxation for these people. Those who are paying at 10 and 15 will continue to pay. These points are not applicable for them. These points are applicable only for people having income more than 2 crore, because they are the only ones who fall in 25 and 37. Are we very clear on this? Because if you don't understand this, you will not understand what is happening after this. It's a little complicated. For all those who were thinking, kya sir, second lecture is going on, slab rate you are doing, bring some difficult stuff for me, bring it on baby. So aaya difficult stuff, and full attention you have to give it. Full attention. And the first thing that you have to notice, we are talking only about those people whose income is exceeding 2 crore, because we are talking only about those people who are falling in 25 and 37. Is that clear? If you have the following special incomes, which special incomes? Four plus 1 equal to 5. Bro, I am not checking your maths ka skills. 4 plus 1 equal to 5. You know what? The moment I am writing something in red means it is an amendment. Till last year, 4 incomes were given, but now 5 incomes are given. Which incomes? If you have got any income which is taxable under section 111A, this is short-term capital gain earned on stock market. You don't know anything about this. Whatever I tell you is only telling, not teaching. Short-term capital gain on stock market, there is 15% tax rate given under section 111A. There is a section. And this section falls in chapter 12. At least that you will agree. I would like to remind you, this is what I did today only. Chapter 12 is this range. Can you see this range? Does 111A fall in this range? Yes. Short-term capital gain 111A. If you have got 112A, that is long-term capital gain on stock market. Under this section, it is stated that if you earn any long-term capital gain on stock market, you will pay tax at a special rate of 10%. That also after 1 lakh. So if your gain is 5 lakhs, pay only on 4 lakh. If your gain is 10 lakh, pay only on 9 lakh. 10% on excess over 1 lakh. Stock market capital gains. Is this also a part of chapter 12? ये है chapter 12 का range. 110 to 115 dBi. Is this also a part of chapter 12? Yes. 112, the amendment. Till last year, 4 incomes were covered. Now, 5 incomes are covered. 112, all long-term capital gains. Supposingly you sell land, you sell house, you sell gold, you sell jewelry, and you earn long-term capital gains. That is not stock market. That will go in this section. A special rate of 20%. You don't know any of these sections, it is okay. Because all of them are a part of chapter 12 of income tax. And in our portion, It will be covered in volume 1 itself. Long term capital gains के लिए there is special rate. Stock market as well as non-stock market. This is also a special income. And this is the amendment. This is being introduced with effect from assessment year 23, 24. Every time there is an amendment in your portion. This is how the amendment is going to be taught. Samjha? All amendments are going to be covered. You don't have to run here and there only for learning amendments. Everything is going to be covered. Next, if you have got income under section 115 AD, this is a special section if there is any capital gain for foreign institutional investors. You write it and ignore it. For those who are simultaneously writing notes, write it and ignore it. I am in no position that I can teach you about foreign institutional investors today. But whenever I will do chapter 5 of volume 1, special rates of tax, which is chapter 12 in income tax, does this section fall in special tax ka rate range? I am asking you only that much. Is this a part of the range? So this section will also be covered with you under special rates. And you have income in the form of dividend, which 2 years ago was not taxable for shareholders. The company was liable to pay dividend distribution tax. And auntie suddenly says, nahi, company will not pay DDT. Shareholder will pay tax. So is dividend also taxable for shareholders? If you have the following special incomes, 5 are the special incomes. 5 special incomes. Dividend, 111A, 112, 112A, 115 AD. Dividend, 111A, 112, 112A, 115 AD. 5 special incomes. If you have, mitro, kya? 5 special incomes. So, the surcharge on the tax on these incomes will never exceed 15%. In other words, 2537 will not be applicable. Normally, if the income of any assessee exceeds rupees 2 crore, is 25 and 37 applicable? Yes. But on these incomes, supposingly I have got dividend income of 6 crore. I am the next Junjunwala of the country. The next big, you understand, the person who has made such investment in equity shares will easily earn more than 2 crore in dividend itself. Supposingly, I have sold the shares on stock market. Is it possible that I have gains exceeding 2 crores? Supposingly, I have sold a property, because now the 112 is also covered, no, as per amendment. Is it possible that my gains exceed 2 crores? Every time my income exceeds 2 crores, normally we have studied 25% surcharge is applicable. In fact, after 5 crore, 25 bhi nahi, it will become 37. But here it will not be 25 or 37. Here we will levy maximum 15%. Whatever is the tax calculated. Be clear. एक तो confusion ये होता है, मालूम है क्या? Some students say, sir, surcharge on these incomes will be 15%. So you correct yourself. Because if you develop the habit of speaking wrong, then you will write also wrong. Surcharge is not calculated on income. These are incomes. On these incomes, calculate the tax. And then on the tax, we apply surcharge. Yes or no? So my statement is not that on these incomes, the surcharge will be maximum 15. What is my statement? The tax on these incomes, on that the surcharge will be maximum 15%. Means whatever tax is calculated on these incomes, first step will be to calculate basic tax, no? After we calculate basic tax, we apply surcharge, no? Whatever is the calculation on these incomes, on that the surcharge will be maximum 15%, not more than that. Maximum it will be 15%, not more than that. To give you an example, supposingly I have got these 5 special incomes. 4 plus 1, 1 is an amendment. Last year there were 4, correct hai? 5 special incomes. 1 crore. Dividend, long-term capital gains together. What is my total? 1 crore. And apart from that, I have got some other income. Can I have other normal income? Salary, house property, business profession, bank interest, FD interest, anything, interest on income tax refund. Correct hai? 6 crore. Do you understand that will give me my net taxable total income? Special income plus normal income is net taxable total income 7 crore. Everybody is with me? First step is going to be to calculate basic tax. We will never think about rebate or surcharge before we calculate basic tax. First step in our life will always be calculation of basic tax. So, can I say we will calculate tax on these incomes? We will calculate tax on these incomes, and that will be our total tax on 7 crore. Now that we have calculated tax, we have to decide rebate, surcharge, none of them. What a stupid question I am asking. But this is the analysis that you will always do. Rebate, surcharge, or none of them. Both of them is not in options. Rebate, surcharge, or none of them. Please. Surcharge. And we always look at our NTTI and decide surcharge. Residential status is irrelevant. Nature of assessee is irrelevant. Everyone has surcharge. Look at this 7 crore ka NTTI and look at the surcharge ka rates taught to you. When you look at 7 crore, check which rate of surcharge is applicable. 37%. Mitro, more than 5 crore, no? So ideally your brain is telling you that on this tax apply 37%. No. No. No, Mitro. No. Now read what we have written. Whatever is the tax on these incomes, here we will apply maximum 15. This cannot be 25 and 37. If you have these 5 special incomes, on these incomes you calculate tax. On that tax the surcharge will be 15. And now what is your other income? 6 crore. On 6 crore also you will calculate tax. On this you can apply 37 if you want, because it is 6. Listen, if this was 4, I would have applied 25. This is 6, no? 6 is more than 5, no? So 37. Now read the statement in point number 1 that we have written and see the example. Do you understand what is the first point? If you have the special incomes that I have given here, how many special? 5. 4 plus 1 was not to teach you maths. 4 plus 1 was to make you understand that there is an amendment. Now 1 income is added here. 5 incomes. Calculate tax first. First surcharge nahi aata hai. First tax. Then apply surcharge. Normally you apply 25 and 37. But on these incomes, you will not apply 25 and 37. Is that clear? Is that clear? In this, these 4 incomes, so anyways the tax also will be calculated at special rate only. So anyways you will have to segregate for levying tax. This dividend income is taxable at normal rates. Dividend is taxable at normal rates. But proportionately you can find out, no? Okay, if tax on total income is this much, then out of that dividend ka tax is how much? That dividend ke tax ke upar you apply 15 and other ke upar you can apply 25, 37, whatever you have to. Okay? And as far as these incomes are concerned, inka to tax only has to be calculated separately because they are. Ha, theek hai. I will only continue. Sorry, I had lost network in between. these incomes are taxed at special rates. So anyways you have to segregate and apply tax. Excuse me. Segregate and apply tax. So that tax is already separate. Uska surcharge separate and other income ka surcharge separate. But dividend is a part of your other income for basic tax purposes. So basic tax will be calculated like other incomes. And then proportionately you find out dividend ka tax. Because other income ka tax you can apply 25 and 37. Dividend ke tax ke upar you cannot apply more than 15%. 5 incomes ka tax maximum 15%. That's my first point. Is that clear? If you have 5 special incomes, then on these, I'll not say on these incomes. Mark my words. I will not say on these incomes maximum surcharge will be 15%. I will say the tax on these incomes, the maximum surcharge will be 15%. You understand the difference? Surcharge is on tax. And now the second point. Example is also understood. Now the second point. If your net taxable total income is crossing 2 crore, that is precisely the reason why you are becoming liable for 25 and 37. If this was not crossing, then 25 and 37 is not applicable only. No, bro. Hello. Due to the special 4 plus 1, can we say 5 now? Which 5? 111A, short-term stock market. 112A, long-term stock market. 112, all other long-term. 115AD, foreign institutional investor, and dividend income. If the reason why you cross 2 crore is these 5 incomes, so your entire basic tax will have 15% surcharge. Your entire basic tax will have 15% surcharge. Means on the other incomes ka tax also we will not apply 25 and 37. Here what did we do? On this we applied 15. But on the other we applied 25 and 37. Because this has crossed the threshold. 6 crore hai isliye 37. If it was 4 crore then 25. But if the reason why you cross 2 crore is the special incomes, then here also we will apply 15. Let me give you my second example here. This so you all understand. 5 special incomes plus other income will together make it your NTTI. This time the twist in the story is, this is 6 crore, this is 1 crore. Total is still 7 crore. You calculate tax on this, you calculate tax on this, and that will give you the total tax on 7 crore. Mitro, after we calculate tax, we use our brains for surcharge. Look at the NTTI ka amount and look at the surcharge ka table and tell me this assessee according to the table falls in which surcharge ka rate. Mundi nahi hilana. Which surcharge ka rate is not mundi? 37% because the income is 7 crore. But wait, do I have a special incomes? Yes. My income is crossing 2 crore rupees only because of these special incomes. I'll prove it to you. Do one thing. Remove these incomes. Then have you crossed 2 crore? No. No. Then there will be no 25, no 37. No 25, no 37. On this entire tax liability, we will apply 15% surcharge. If look at the statement that I have written, if your NTTI is crossing 2 crore because of these 5 special incomes, is your NTTI crossing 2 crores because of these incomes? Then full tax, 15% surcharge. एक काम करो, come to the first example. This is 1 plus 6, 7. Remove these special incomes. In your notebook, you don't cancel like this. Huh? In your notebook, because see, I use technology. I will bring it back. You don't cancel. Just imagination के अंदर cancel. Cancel the special incomes. So the other income alone, is it crossing 2 crores? Then this will be liable for 25 and 37. But here it will be only 15. In this example, is my income, total income crossing 2 crores? Yes. Is it because of special incomes? Is it because of special incomes? No. Normal income is only crossing 2 crores. Then 25 will come. 37 will come. But only on this. On this it will be 15. That was my first point. First point, this one. अरे bro, समझ में आ रहा है? But when we came to our second example, and I remove my special incomes, then is my income crossing 2 crores? No. Then there will be no 25, no 37. Even on this, on the entire tax liability, it will be 15%. So two things you have to see. Income is crossing 2 crores because of special income, or income is crossing 2 crores on its own without special income. My salary business profession is only crossing 2 crores. If my other income is crossing 2 crores, तो other income के ऊपर you will apply 25. In fact, 5 crore के बाद you apply 37 also. But special incomes का tax will always be at 15%. Is that clear? But if because of special income only it is crossing, second example, then everything will have 15% surcharge. Is this clear? Now there is one doubt which one of the students has asked in the chat box, and I was anyways going to answer this. Student is looking at this example. Removing these special incomes. Have I already crossed 2 crores? That means I am liable for 25 and 37. This is more than 2 crore to 25, and this is more than 5 crore to 37. 6 crore is more than 5 crore to 37 was my answer. But for other income, I will still apply 15. So student क्या बोला? Sir, यहाँ पे तो you apply 15, and here you look at this amount and apply. That was the doubt of the student. Okay. So यहाँ पे तो that is clear. When that student came here and again checked, remove this. Remove this, so I am below 2 crore. So here तो it will be 15. Student is asking, sir, ये तो 1 crore ही है. Or had this been 2 lakh, 5 lakh, 10 lakh, anything like that? तो sir, तब तो surcharge नहीं आएगा ना? Then you have made a mistake. Surcharge depends on your total income. If the total has crossed 1 crore rupees, तो 15 will come. We are deciding whether 25 and 37 will come or will not come. That is why our analysis. When I started, I told you, be careful. Whatever we are discussing only for 25 and 37. Only for 25 and 37. This discussion is applicable only to those assessees who fall in 25 and 37. We have to decide whether 25 and 37 is applicable or not applicable. 15 is fixed. You will never go below 15. Have you crossed 1 crore rupees? which student it was? Muskan, have you crossed 1 crore rupees? Yes. So 15 to ho gaya. Total has crossed 1 crore, no? We decide surcharge on the basis of total. Then 25 or 37 we have to apply or we don't have to apply. For that we are segregating special and normal. 15 to fix hai. Listen, if this is 6 crore and this is 2 lakhs, you understand total is 602 lakhs, matlab 6 crore 2 lakhs. 15 is fixed. After 1 crore, 15 is fixed. The question is 25-37 is applicable or not applicable? Check karo. Remove special incomes and check. Less than 2 crore. So 25-37 not applicable. Entire amount 15 is fixed. Just because this is 2 lakh, you can't say zero surcharge. Array, you have to look at this amount and decide your surcharge. The discussion is happening only for 25 and 37. Muskan, are you clear? We will do some more examples on the same 2 points. See, roughly if I have to tell you what are my 2 points. If I have special incomes, so on that 15%. When I say on that, surcharge never comes on income. Surcharge comes on tax. If I have special incomes, 5 special incomes, so on that 15, never more than 15. And because of that, if I am crossing 2 crore, so on the other income also 15. But 15 is fixed because 1 crore you have crossed. You can't have 10 or 0 here. 25 and 37 mein we are discussing applicable or not applicable. 15 is fixed. Above 15 we go or we don't go. That is what we are discussing. Is that clear? We'll do 2-3 more examples in numbers so that it becomes clear to you what I am talking. Once I get done with my examples, then I will keep the class open. Anybody wants to create more examples, most welcome. I will create examples where I will take 5 special incomes and we will add a normal incomes. That will give us our net taxable total income. Yes or no? Come on. Two crore, 3 crore, 5 crore. First, we look at this amount and decide, is there any surcharge? Is there any surcharge? Yes. Kitna percentage? 5 crore. Huh? 25? Arey 5 crore, 37, no? No, that is greater than 5 crore. 25% surcharge? So, are we having 25 or 37? 25, 37 will not be directly applied. 25 and 37 will not be directly applied. Before applying 25 and 37, we will first remove our special incomes and check. Have I still crossed 2 crore? Then 25 will come. Then 25 will come, but only here. Calculate tax and on this tax apply 25%. As far as these incomes are concerned, calculate tax. Iske liye we will apply only 15. This will not be more than 15. First point hai, first point. Very good. Second, 3 crore, 5 lakhs. Three crore 5 lakhs. Look at this amount. See, surcharge depends on NTTI. What should be the process in your mind? NTTI. NTTI is more than 2 crores. So what's your first answer for surcharge? 25%. Before you apply 25, remove this. And once you remove the special incomes, have you crossed 2 crores? No. Then there will be 15% surcharge. Kis pe? On what? This tax plus this tax. 15% surcharge. Both. And the only doubt was, sir, this is to less than 50 lakhs. So will there be surcharge? Bro, this has crossed 1 crore already. So 15 to fix hai. Discussion is whether 25 will come or not come. 37 will come or not come. 15 ka discussion is not going on. Imagine kijiye, if there is a person who has got income 10 lakh here and 25 lakh here, total income is 35 lakh, are we even discussing anything? The discussion is happening for those where the total is more than 2 crore, where 25 is coming, but for special incomes it will not come. These cases are not being discussed. Anybody who is less than 15 is not being discussed. 15 is minimum. 25, 37 will come or not come is what is being discussed, Mitro. Is that clear? Now, from my side, whatever explanation I had to give, just a repetition of the 2 points. If income is crossing 2 crores, check your special incomes. On special incomes, we will apply only 15. Only on the other income, we will apply 25 and 37. But if it is crossing 2 crore only because of special incomes, then on everything we will apply 15. When we say everything, not on the incomes, but on the tax on those incomes. Anybody wants to create any new example? This is not an example only of the concept that we are doing. Anybody wants to create any example, C, D or anything? This is an open class, an open house for anything. Live interactive lecture ka meaning hi hota hai that if you want to ask anything, you ask now. Any example you want to create, most welcome. Most welcome. Yes, please. Whoever has. Go ahead. Yes, Muskan.
So my doubt was that, so when we are saying that if your entity crosses 2 crores because of special income, so does that mean that if till the point that our other income, till the point that our other income is 2 crores, this condition is not applicable?
25 and 37 is not applicable.
25 and 37 is not.
That's what I precisely mean by the concept that I am doing with you. If your other income is up to 2 crore, less than or equal to 2 crore, that means 25 and 37 is not applicable only. That is precisely the point that we are discussing. Okay. Any example anybody wants to create? Chaliye. The difference between a recorded class and a live class is that tomorrow when people will watch these recordings are going to be sold for the next 1 year. Till November 20th. Those students will have any new example? No. They will have to search for me for asking. You are getting anything right now, you can ask. If you are not getting anything right now, there can be only 2 reasons. One, sir, we have understood the full concept. Second, sir, what is going on? हमको कुछ मालूम ही नहीं तो हम पूछेगा क्या? Both possibilities. No one is asking anything. So for now, I will go ahead. But after you sit for studies, because from today onwards, every day you have to give 15 minutes. And I am telling you 15 minutes bus. You may come across any doubt with some numbers. You are most welcome to ask that tomorrow also, bro. That's the difference between a live class and a recorded class. Do you understand what I am saying? Okay. So, for now, are we clear? Surcharge ka 4 rates 10, 15, 25, 37. And cases where 25 and 37 is not applicable. Correct? Mitro, surcharge is still not over. Now, under the concept of surcharge, we have another small concept. Very small concept though, and after this, surcharge will get over. And we go to the last point. If short-term memory loss, I would like to remind you, we started with basic tax calculation yesterday of category A. Then today I gave you of category B and C. Then I told you about special rates, but I told you this is basic tax. This will undergo changes. We studied the concept of rebate, and almost for the entire class surcharge is going on. Because surcharge ke andar lot of complications have been introduced, which is still not over. Marginal relief ke baad surcharge will get over. Then there is one last concept called assess. We do that and we are done. How many people think we are done with chapter 1, introduction? We are done with tax rates of individuals. We are done with tax rates of individuals under the old regime. New regime is still remaining, bro. Auntie has made a life miserable for tax professors. Miserable. Okay. So, lots and lots remaining, but by tomorrow, we will be able to complete new regime also. First, we will complete old regime of all assessees. Then we will go to new regime that is introduced in section 115 BAC BAD. We will talk about that in tomorrow's class. As of now, we are in the concept of surcharge, the concept of marginal relief. Anybody by any chance working in big 4 CA firms? Muskan, Hetvi. Muskan, which firm? And Hetvi? Anyone else? Tax department, any one of you? No? No? Thank God. Tax department mein people working are a big pain. Huh? Sir, in my office I did this. In your office you gave a bribe also. So kya income tax act mein I teach you bribe? Office and tax cannot be same. Office and class cannot be same. ठीक है? So today this concept that I am doing now. If you have any senior in a very big firm, you are working, not just big 4, but if you think that your firm falls in top 10, go and ask this to your partner. If you have a CA in your family, go and ask this to that CA in your family. Most likely that most of them will not know what is happening. They don't know this concept only. Okay? इसका मतलब ये नहीं कि सच में you go and ask का 2 tight slabs he will give. ऐसा नहीं कि सर ने बोला था आपको marginal relief आता है क्या? पूछने के लिए बोला था. Don't literally go and ask. What is marginal relief? Understand with the help of an example. I am talking about 2 assessees, assessee A and assessee B. There is assessee A who has earned income of exact 1 crore. 100 lakhs. 1 crore. मित्रों, Weber, you wait back at the end of the class. I will repeat whatever you said. ठीक है? And another assessee who has income of 1 crore 5,000. 2 people. One person is earning 1 crore, another person is earning 1 crore 5,000. These are not impossible figures. Anyone can earn any amount of income. This is the income given to you. You have to calculate tax. What will you calculate first? Rebate, surcharge, what will you calculate? What is the first step always in tax calculation? Basic tax. चलिए, calculate करेंगे. Basic tax. I will not calculate. You will calculate and give me. No special rate. All are normal. So apply slabs and give me basic tax, please. Case 1. And when age is not given, matlab normal citizen, not a senior citizen. $28 lakh 12,500. 90 lakhs का 30%. 27 lakhs plus 1 lakh 12,500. Correct है? And case 2. खाली इतना you understand that this time you did 30% of 90 lakh 5,000. 9005. 90 lakh 5,000 का 30 plus 1 lakh 12,500. Correct है? I will ask you easy questions. Difficult part you leave to me. Easy things you answer. 2 people are giving you their income figures. What is the difference? And if I ask you 100 times, no, you have to answer 100 times. ऐसा नहीं कि I am asking the same question again, so you will not answer. What is the difference in the income levels of assessee A and assessee B? 5,000. Difference in income, 5,000. B has earned more than A, 5,000. 5,000. 5,000. That 5,000 is subjected to 30% rate. Array, more than 10 lakhs. No? So what is the tax that we got on 5,000? 1500. Mitro, that is clearly visible here. What is the difference of 1500? 5000 ka 30%. That's the difference in the tax. Correct hai? So how much is the difference in income? 5000. How much is difference in tax already? 1500. Correct? But what will be your next step? Will there be rebate? A question पूछ रहा है professor. No rebate. None of them? No rebate, no surcharge? No. This is a case of surcharge. What is the difference? For assessee A, the rate of surcharge that will apply is. Scroll karu, surcharge rates. What is the rate of surcharge? 10. Sir, why 10? ये 1 crore हो गया ना तो 15 no, 1 crore. Greater than 1 crore होता है ना, then it is 15. This is equal to 1 crore. 10. What about assessee B? Had it been 1 crore and 1 rupee no, so it will be 15. Correct hai? You agree with these rates? So see, surcharge here. A basic tax के ऊपर surcharge is calculated. 281, 250. You see how fast I am? My maths is so good. I have already calculated surcharge. 10%. 30, 93, 750. मित्रों, my maths is actually fast. तुमको कॉमेडी लगा तो you calculate this. Actually, maths is not fast. This I have been doing since 12 years. My hair has turned grey doing this. I always say ये करते करते बाल काले से सफेद हो गए. So it is not difficult to remember these figures. Everyone is with me at 32, 36, 100. Surcharge का figure is matching. All set. Now comes the concept. अब तक तो clerical work was going on. Now comes the concept. The difference in income is how much? 5,000. 5,000. B has earned 5,000 more than A. And the difference in tax is how much? What is the difference in tax? 142, 750, is it? 350, 142. Some are like, अभी तो बोला बाल काला से सफेद हो गया तो you don't remember. Why do we calculate? करो बे नालायक लोग. Do it. 142, 350. Everyone got it? Now comes the concept. Difference in income. 5,000. Difference in tax. 142, 350. Means, if this person conceals only 5,000 ka income, shows income only 5,000 less than his real income, he will become this person. And this will be his tax. Just because poor guy has shown 5,000 extra, we are increasing his tax by 142, 350. I will make a statement, you agree or disagree. There is a person whose tax is increasing by rupees 142, 350 because his income has increased by 5,000 rupees. Agree or disagree? I'll repeat the statement. There is a person whose tax has increased by 142, 350 because his income has increased by 5,000. Imagine if you are B. Imagine. Assessee is like, sir, गजब बेइज्जती है यार. Only because of 5,000 you end up taking 142, 350 from me. Assessee बोला, sir, एक काम करो, you keep full 5,000. Whatever is my extra income of 5,000, full you keep. Levy 100% tax. 100% tax मतलब 5,000 का 5,000 you keep. But just because I earn 5,000, you don't ask for this much. The incremental amount. You keep full 5,000. Assessee gave a comedy mein offer. Sir, kya sir, 5,000 ki wajah se you are taking 140 to 350. You keep full 5,000. Income tax says, okay, give full 5,000. Seriously le liya. And marginal relief ka concept I can finish in one line. Income tax ka concepts kya hai malum hai? Sometimes a person can talk about a concept for hours and hours and hours. Still audience may not understand. But sometimes one line is also enough, bunny. One line is also enough. एक लाइन बोलता हूं. Listen to this line carefully. Record it if you want to. The difference in tax cannot be more than the difference in income. अब कितना भी explanation do, all the explanation lies in this one line. I repeat the line. ये line तो क्या, same line repeat करना is not a problem. The difference in tax cannot be more than the difference in income. If difference in income is only 5,000, then tax ka difference cannot be 140 to 350. This difference can be maximum 5,000. So if this is 30, 93, 750, this can be maximum 30, 98, 750. Maximum kitna? 30, 98, 750. Assessee ने क्या ऑफर दिया? You remember assessee offered, sir, I have earned 5,000 more. You keep full 5,000. Government is actually doing this. Government is saying क्या सुनो? At 1 crore this is your tax. At 1 crore this is your tax. You earn 5,000 more. You pay that full 5,000. This is your tax. The difference in tax cannot be more than the difference in income. You understood? Now suno. This tax has already come in my tax calculation. But I have to keep only this much. If this has come and I have to keep only this much, so will I have to subtract some amount so that I get this as my answer? That amount comes to 137. Is this right? 350 hai? Have I subtracted something from this so that I come to this amount? Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, Devyo, Sajjano and Mitro. That's your marginal relief. Marginal relief from surcharge. And the concept of marginal relief is hidden in one line. The difference in tax cannot be more than the difference in income. If income has increased by 5,000, tax cannot increase by more than 5,000. And if it has increased, then reduce it. And we call it marginal relief. Everyone from Mumbai, any outstation student who has come for studies to Mumbai? Some are like a pagal hai, online study karne ke liye we will come to Mumbai. So now whether you are in home, hostel or office, you are absolutely free. You have got nothing much or great to do. And I am crazy, huh? Tomorrow morning I may just tell you that notebook dikhao. In writing I want you to calculate tax on net taxable income of 50 lakh and 1,000. I'll also explain how you will do that. take an assessee whose income is exact 50 lakh. Will calculate basic tax? No surcharge. And compare with an assessee who has 50 lakh and 1000. Will calculate basic tax? And add 10% surcharge. Correct? The difference cannot be more than 1000 rupees. Understood? I'll check your notebooks. That's the concept of marginal relief. With this, we finally finished chapter 9, surcharge. अभी तक individual का tax rates is also not over. Under individual का tax rate, the last concept. तो सुनो, we started with this heading. Points in tax calculation. What was the first point? Rebate. Short-term memory loss. Do you still remember the three conditions of rebate? Resident individual income up to 5 lakhs. Actual tax or 12,500, whichever is lower. Second concept, surcharge. Residential status and nature of assessee irrelevant. Just income ka figure you have to check and equal to nahi greater you have to check. 10, 15, 25, 37. 25 and 37 is not applicable in certain cases. And then we now go, and marginal relief also. And now we go to the third and the last concept. The concept of health and education cess. Also people call it cess. HEC. Health and education cess. HEC. So our government is providing free health facilities to people. We live in a country where people want free vaccines, discounted medicines, and premium alcohol. मंगाया था ना लॉकडाउन में ब्लैक में एवरीवन. केरला का गवर्नमेंट तो एक्चुअली रिलीज्ड अ नोटिफिकेशन that anyone with doctor's prescription will be allowed to go and purchase alcohol, because withdrawal symptoms mein there were people who died. Some are like, sir, why is our chief minister not like that? Kitna maza aata. Okay. Health and education cess. Government provides free vaccines, free health. Government hospitals mein treatment is free. Whether to take it or not take it is your problem. Likewise, government provides a free education up to the age of 14 years. Whether you take it or you don't take it, that is your problem. Government is providing free school, college, hospital. Correct? Hai? For everything you want to do in life, passion baad mein, paisa pehle is required. You need paisa before passion. To run these free health and education schemes, government needs money. Who will give money? You will give money. Every time an assessee is paying tax, every time, matlab every time, no matter who you are, whether you are individual, HUF, company, firm, AOP, BOI, anyone. Right now we are learning individuals, but soon we will go to other assessees, no? Whether you are a poor person falling in rebate or a rich person falling in surcharge, everyone. Education cess is very, very easy, because rebate mein you were required to learn three conditions. Resident individual 5 lakhs. Surcharge mein you were required to learn condition 50 lakh, 1 crore, 2 crore. Here there is no condition. When will cess come? Always. Always. So there is no condition, just calculation. Education cess will be levied at a rate of 4%. HEC will be always levied at a rate of 4%. But if it is given in percentage, you have a question of what? Take. Start with basic tax. So one thing we are very, very clear by the end of tax calculation, that first step is always going to be basic tax. Before you calculate basic tax, kindly do not distract yourself with terms like rebate, surcharge and cess. Focus on basic tax. First step will always be basic tax. From basic tax, subtract rebate. But can I in bracket write if any, because rebate does not come always. It will come only on the basis of conditions. Alternatively, it is also possible that the assessee is a case of surcharge. This also, if any, it may not come always. Only those who have crossed 50 lakh rupees come on, yes or no. But one thing I would like to definitely tell you, that between these two, it can be any one. It can be only rebate or only surcharge. It can be none of them. Assessee having income of 8 lakh rupees will not have both of them. It can be none of them, but it can never be both of them. So start with basic tax, give rebate if applicable, apply surcharge if applicable. Surcharge by default will include marginal relief calculation, and with that amount, whatever you have, apply 4%. Every assessee will have to pay 4% extra on his tax. So if your liability is coming as 10,000, 10 is not 10, it is 10,400. If your liability of tax is 1 lakh, it is not 1 lakh, it is 1 lakh and 4,000. 2 lakh is 2 lakh and 8,000. 3 lakh is 3 lakh and 12,000. Every person liable to pay tax is liable to pay 4% extra to fund government ka health and education plans. And on what? First of all, when will we apply 4%? Always. On what? एक आइडिया देता हूं. Before HEC, complete everything else. Whatever you have studied before that, complete everything. So complete basic tax, complete rebate, complete surcharge, complete everything. And with that amount, you enter this step and apply 4%. So whatever you have done before this, do everything and apply 4%. That is how you are going to calculate your HEC, health and education cess. Have we understood this? So सबसे पहले we will do basic tax, then rebate if any, then surcharge if any with marginal relief, and finally we will apply cess. Finally, ladies and gentlemen, we complete chapter 9. Till now, तो old regime is also not complete. We will complete all assessees ka old, then we go to new. We have completed tax calculation of individuals under the old regime. Now, what is the task at hand? We will finish other assessees in old regime. Then we will go and learn new regime. Some people are now already scared. Sir, if only individual ke old regime mein you have almost completed the second lecture, so when will everything else get over? Now there is good news for you. Now everything else will get over very, very fast. Numerology आपको समझाता हूं. I'll explain the numbers. This is where we started tax rates. We said first assessee, individual, divided in category BC, ABC, basic tax, surcharge, rebate, everything done. Now we are going to the number wise. अगर आप देखोगे, we are going to the second assessee. HUF, Hindu undivided family. The concept that you first time studied in 12th standard. Then you also studied in CA inter tax, but you left that direct tax in option. Hindu undivided family. Under Indian laws, Mitakshara law, followed in almost entire country, there is a Hindu Succession Act where 4 generations of Hindu family have right over the family property. So if there is any family ka income, some family business, everyone will get share. Family ke property ka rent, everyone will get share. So if there is a family, it has got multiple members, all of them will get a share of that profit. For income tax, it is going to be difficult to collect tax from every individual assessee. Assessing officer will have to run behind everyone like a bhikari, beggar. So idea, family is earning income, take tax from the family by making the family an assessee. And once the family has paid tax, the members will be exempt from tax. Share of profit from HUF for the member will be exempt because HUF has already paid tax. 4 generations of Hindu family will get covered here. This will include Buddhist family, Sikh family, and Jain family, because Buddhist, Sikh and Jain also follow Hindu Succession Act. But there is only Hindu undivided family ka concept in our income tax law. There is nothing called Parsi undivided family, Christian undivided family, Muslim undivided family, nothing of that sort. Hindu undivided family, because Hindu Succession Act is followed by Hindu, Jain, Sikh, Buddhist, only they are covered out here. 4 generations of Hindu family will have right over the family property. The head of the family is called Karta and the members are called co-parceners. I know you know all this. I have to only talk about the tax wala part. Along with Hindu undivided family, I will also teach you tax of association of person and body of individual. AOP BOI is a group of people who have come together for a common purpose or goal. वही आपका Lions Club, group of people who have come together for a common purpose. Anybody from South Mumbai का second best college HR? Show of hands. Second best college of South Mumbai in commerce. Okay, thank you. Dhruvin, beta, you wait back after class. We will have debate on this. Okay. We cannot waste classroom time in deciding things that are already decided. That CA is better than MBA and Jai Hind is better than HR. We are not wasting our time in discussing that, because if you want to discuss that with me, tell me if you had science or arts or anything other than commerce. Tell me if you had 2 buildings and tell me that you did not share your campus with the Bajuwala college. Deny all this and then we will have a debate. Chal. So, and वैसे भी you never went to college, except if you were in that club called that Rotaract Club, a group of people who have come together for a common purpose or goal. Correct hai? And then along with this, I will also discuss AJP, that is artificial juridical person. Anybody who has earned income, mitro, anybody who has earned income but does not fall in individual HUF, company, firm, AOP, BOI, local authority, is called artificial juridical person. Sir, example kya hai sir? Sir, what is example? Supposingly, the scientist Vasikaran who created the robot Chitti. You have any idea of what I am talking about? Dekha hai movie? Robot? The scientist Vasikaran was an individual, but he created a robot called Chitti. Chitti appeared like a human being. He had eyes, nose, ears, tongue like a human being. And if you have observed the movie carefully, even those who have not observed, listen to what I am saying. By the end of the movie, the scientist incorporated human feelings inside the robot. All characteristics of a human being. Will Chitti on his income be taxed as an individual? No sir, it is not a natural person, it is a machine. It is a machine. But can Chitti earn income? You can keep him on salary, no? So that's an example of artificial juridical person. Example say, see, Hindu undivided family we all know, 4 generations of Hindu family. Iska example I gave you, Lions Club, Rotaract Club. Any organization which is not a registered charitable trust is an AOP. AJP ka one example was robot Chitti. Another example, anybody who has a pet at home, by any chance, a pet at home? Come on, haan bolo na, kuch to bolo. No? No? Achha, any of the female students of the class who are married? Any? Avni I can see, Hiral also I can see. You all are married. So you have a pet at home. You don't know but you have. बहुत deep tha thoda, you will take time to absorb what I am saying. You do have a pet at home and the others will soon get a pet at home. Okay? You can tell him whatever you, hey, choo Tommy choo, ja, leke aacho. You can do whatever you have to. He is at your disposal. Absolute disposal. Okay. That pet that you have, आपके केस में it is a human being, only you treat as a pet, that is a different thing. Income tax will treat as natural person. But in case anybody has a dog at home or a cat at home, you make your dog run a race and the dog wins the prize and the dog has earned income. The dog has to pay tax. Artificial juridical person. अब यू डोंट से सर डॉग से कैसा टैक्स, उसको तो वो ये तो बाइट कर लेगा सर, हाउ कैन यू टेक टैक्स फ्रॉम अ डॉग? नहीं, यू आर द केयर टेकर, नो, एज अ रिप्रेजेंटेटिव इट इज योर रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी टू मेक द डॉग पे टैक्स ऑन हिज इनकम. All this will come in assessment procedure. When the main assessee is not capable of doing compliances, you as a caretaker, as a representative, have to do that. In fact, minor child के लिए भी there will be someone who will take care of compliances like a guardian or a parent. समझा? So that dog will come here, that chitti will come here. HUF, AOP, BOI and AJP. Understood the meanings? I am doing that together. हाँ, देखो कैसा प्रोफेसर है. इंडिविजुअल का टैक्स डिस्कशन में सो मच टाइम गॉट कंज्यूम, नो, तो ही वांट्स टू फिनिश पोर्शन ऐसा फटाफट बगा के, सो ही इज मर्जिंग 3 assessees. यू रियली थिंक सो? नहीं, their tax rates are same, that is why they are being merged. And one thing I would like to be very clear on, I will never rush your portion to finish it, because it is not serving the purpose of you tolerating me for 2.5 months. In case there is a time overrun, I'll take 2-3 extra lectures, 10 hours extra consumed, because if I rush also now, I will be able to maximum save 10-15 hours. 5 lectures extra lena is more sensible than rushing your portion. I am not here only to complete portion, I am here to make you all chartered accountants. And if that requires extra effort, I have to do that. I have to make you best, then only I can call myself best. So I will never be in a hurry. They are being merged only because they are having same tax rates. And you want more good news? Ek to 3 assessees together. More good news? Congratulations and celebrations. Na 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 na. आगे का आता नहीं ना किसी को, इसलिए ना 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 ना. Absolutely same as 1A. Means first 2,50,000 no tax, then 5, then 20, then 30. If there is special rate, it will apply to them also. That will be basic tax. After basic tax, there will be following concepts. There is a concept called rebate. You only tell me, no, what do I write against this? $12,500. Huh? So tell me something. Basic tax is same slabs. Special rate will apply. Rebate not applicable. Reason क्या है bro? Rebate is applicable only to individuals. Surcharge, absolutely same. So can I say 10, 15, 25, 37? 25, 37 not applicable for 5 special incomes. Same amendment will apply here also. And if because of those special incomes you cross 2 crore, so everything will go in 15%. Marginal relief, everything same. Everything absolutely same. And finally, HEC, compute basic tax, add surcharge if applicable, rebate is not applicable on that, apply 4%. Always, always, absolutely same. Khatam, tata, bye bye, gaya. Khatam, tata, bye bye, gaya. Finish. So, we took almost 2 lectures for the first assessee. The remaining 3, matlab the other 3, there are some more remaining, but 3 more are over. Khatam, bye bye, gaya, mitro. So basic tax same as 1A, rebate not applicable, surcharge same, HEC same. Is that clear? With respect to this surcharge, there is one small amendment. That way it is same. What? 10, 15, 25, 37, absolutely same. But small amendment. If there is an AOP, acha, AOP is covered here, no? So AOP ka amendment I can teach you only under AOP, no? And that AOP has only company members, only corporate members. See, anybody, yes, marginal relief will also apply. Anybody can become member of AOP. In your Rotary Club or Lions Club, only you are the member. But there can be a club like Cricket Club of India, CCI, which is running the Brabourne Stadium of Mumbai. There can be a club called Mumbai Cricket Association, which is running the Garware Club we call it, which is running the Wankhede Stadium of Mumbai. There can be a club called National Sports Club of India, NSCI, at Worli. To take membership over there, you have to first sell yourself twice. एक बार में नहीं होएगा bro. NSCI, National Sports Club of India. There are a lot of people who take membership. They are all AOPs. NSCI, CCI, Mumbai Cricket Association, they are AOPs. Listen to me carefully. Sometimes in these clubs, there are corporate members. There is a company, Reliance Industries Limited, that has taken membership of NSCI. On the understanding that I am an artificial person, the company, but I have employees. My employees will come and utilize the club ka facilities. Such members are known as corporate members. So there is an AOP which has multiple members, and all are companies only. Matlab there is no individual HUF who is a member here. All members are corporates. In that case, the maximum surcharge will be 15%. In an AOP where only companies are members, the surcharge will not exceed 15%. The maximum surcharge is going to be 15, not more than this. Okay, because all are companies, and whenever I will teach you company ka tax rates, you will be taught that in companies 25, 37, all this is not applicable only. In India, company ka surcharge ka rate, domestic company ka it is 7% and 12%, and foreign company ka it is 2% and 5%. 12 is the highest surcharge rate for companies in our country. Individuals are paying more surcharge than companies in our country. And when there are only company members, so we don't want it to be more than 15%. So this will be taught to you when we do company ka tax rates. But as of now, what is the amendment? Are we learning tax rates of AOP? Same slabs, no rebate, same surcharge 10, 15, 25, 37. But if it is an AOP and only company members, then surcharge will not be more than 15%. And HSE is also same. The concept of HUF in our country is nothing but a tax evasion tool. नहीं समझता है तो देखो, at CA final, no, what is HUF? I am explaining to you, no, I am only consuming extra time. Your analytical skills should be better than the others. HUF in our country is only for tax avoidance. बताए कैसे? Supposingly I earn 10 lakh rupees. Now I will pay 30% on every rupee I earn. So what will I tell people? Pay me money in this bank account. Siddharth Surana HUF. I work for multiple organizations across the length and breadth of the country. Some of them pay me. Some of them pay my wife. Some of them pay my HUF. I am exploiting the slabs. Hey, by the way, sorry, but I should have asked this first. Any student out here who has income tax officer in their family? ITO, CIT, DCIT, commissioner, anyone? Anyone please? हाँ, मेरे को बिल्कुल रिक्स नहीं मांगता है. I am बाबू भैया फैन. I can't take chance. Either I say I am taking income in the name of my HUF, and then you go and tell that family member में CIT, देख my professor is doing this. So I am inviting trouble, no? So that is why I asked. नहीं है ना पक्का? वैसे I'll tell you one more thing. One day I got a message on Facebook Messenger. The person on the other side, unknown messenger. Hi sir, I am an income tax officer working in Lucknow. I saw some of your videos on YouTube. I really liked the conceptual explanation. I want to learn more from you. Can you tell me where I will get your video lectures? एक सेकंड के लिए आई फेल्ट प्राउड, अरे वाह, डिपार्टमेंट का ऑफिसर्स वांट टू लर्न फ्रॉम मी. दूसरे सेकंड पे आई थॉट, ये शाना ऐसा तो नहीं कि ही इज माई एओ एंड ही वांट्स टू इन्वेस्टिगेट डायरेक्टली बाय टेकिंग माई वीडियोस ओनली. I तो blatantly asked him that, sir, you are an ITO, how do you not know income tax? He said, sir, I am been working in Lucknow since 20 years. I know the local assessees, I know their way of earning income, I know what provisions of income tax are applicable to them. Now India goes under faceless assessment. I am randomly allocated cases of assessees anywhere in the country. Mumbai ka assessee, Delhi ka assessee, all cases are coming to me. And they are covered in some other provisions of income tax, things that I have not studied since the last 10 years. And income tax is so dynamic, if you had not studied 2 years ago, that means you are learning full new income tax. Everything is changing. Auntie is to making amendments every day. Yesterday ka tax and today ka tax is changing. Her hobby is only bringing amendments. She is crazy, and by the end she will make us also crazy. She is like, I am 80 U ka case, so I will get you also 80 U ka deduction. Crazy she is, I am telling you. So I said, sir, ठीक है, I understood your point. I'll provide you my video lectures. But ऐसा I asked him, it's not that you are my assessing officer and doing it for investigation purposes. Clearly I asked him, phone pe, point blank. He said, sir, good you raised this doubt. Let me clarify. Just because you say anything in class that you have diverted your income towards your HUF does not mean that any assessing officer can proceed. वैसे तो class में you will say that you have a bungalow in London, but I can see how garib you are. Just saying in class does not make it conclusive evidence of tax evasion. So no one can use it against you unless supported by some evidence. मैं बोला अभी मैं safe है. Now no tension. So some of these organizations are paying money to my HUF. It's a tax evasion tool because I am able to exploit the slabs considering that I am taking the check in the name of my HUF. And then some people argue, sir, agar aisa hai to why is the concept of HUF not abolished from the country? Because ultimately it is used or rather abused only for tax avoidance. So delete क्यों नहीं करते sir? Listen. Understand the political scenario also here. And this is what as a CA final student you have to understand the analysis. HUF ka concept if abolished, no, that government is never going to get re-elected. You all have played the game, majority wins. ये majority है. India is not a country for minorities. HUF abolish किया तो they will not get votes only. And Modi ji नहीं लेके आए. HUF is going on since decades. So this is going to go on as it is. No change will take place out here. And everyone is enjoying this. Seriously, I am telling you. Some of the people in our Jain community, I belong to the Jain community, अगर उनको आके बोलेगा ना, sir, Jain and Hindu is same, so they will get very angry. बोला ये Jainism is a separate religion, separate from Hinduism. बराबर है. And that same guy is also having an HUF to get slabs. तभी उसका religious belief is over at that point of time. Because Jain, Sikh and Buddhist follow Hindu Succession Act, they are allowed to do so, and this is not going to be abolished. So are we cleared about the tax rates here? So 4 assessees over. Next assessee, partnership firm, which will include LLP. Mitro, firm including LLP, and same tax rate is also applicable to local authority. Partnership firm, LLP and local authority ka tax rate is absolutely same, and this I am not going to cover in introduction ka chapter. We are going to learn a chapter called Assessment of Partnership Firms. In our textbook, it is chapter number 11 of volume 1. 11th chapter in our portion. Textbook के index में you will find it. If you don't trust me, you check it right now. Otherwise, you can check it later. So these rates will be done. बाद में अभी time नहीं. These rates will be done later. Where? In partnership firm का chapter. And with this, we go to the next assessee. Company, most important, at least at CA final, you need to perfectly and properly know tax calculation of companies. This will be taught to you in a chapter called MAT, that is minimum alternate tax, a special chapter dedicated wholly and exclusively for companies. Gujjus on the house, give me a cheer. Unmute and give me a cheer. Ye cheer do फटाफट. Unmute करके. अरे unmute करके ऐसा मुंह हिला के नहीं, आवाज आना चाहिए. Give me a cheer. ये. अरे करो. My dear Gujjus, you can also call it minimum at low tax. If we have Maharashtrians on the house, you can call it minimum evda tax, but that evda has to be A. Marwadis on the house, minimum atra tax. Whatever be the concept, we will learn in MAT ka chapter. Whatever is the tax liability of a company, minimum this much you will have to pay. A special chapter dedicated for companies. This is chapter number 15 of our volume 1. So partnership firm ka tax rates in partnership ka chapter and company ka tax rates in company ka chapter. This is what we will learn in volume 1. And with this, in the old taxation regime, mitro, tax rates in the old regime are almost over. Only one last thing. Ye cooperative society I will give you. Then old regime will get over. Today's lecture will get over. New taxation regime tomorrow morning 7 o'clock, first thing in the morning. New taxation regime, that optional taxation regime. Otherwise, at cooperative society, introduction is over and we would have started double taxation ka chapter. But because we have new taxation regime, so we will have to consume tomorrow's lecture for that also. Is that clear? Cooperative society. See, that way they are registered as an AOP only. Let me be clear. Confusion nahi chahiye. So, AOPs fall in this category. So, slab should be that 255 lakh, 10 lakh wala. But in India, there is a law called Societies Act. Anybody registered under the Societies Act is an AOP, but a registered cooperative society. So, we want to change the tax rates for cooperative society. And the slabs therefore for cooperative society are a little different. Little different. If your income is 0 to 10,000, we will still tax you 10%. मतलब first 10,000 will also be taxed at 10%. Slabs ही है. Slab between 10,000 and 20,000. After 10,000, you will have to pay tax at 20%. And cooperative society earning more than 20,000 will have to pay 30%. Only 3 slabs. 10, 20, 30. 10, 20, 30. Only 3 slabs. Basic tax. Here also, chapter 12. Sir, what is chapter 12? Special rates? That will apply. Chapter 12 will always apply. So what will we do for a cooperative society? Segregate the income into normal income and special income. Special income, special rates. Normal income, these slabs. That is how we will calculate tax of cooperative societies. But whatever we calculate here, do we know that this calculation or this calculation, normal or special, it is basic tax. Kaun sa tax? Basic tax. This tax is going to undergo changes. First, rebate. The faster you answer, the better it is. Not applicable. Why? Because rebate is applicable only for individuals. Correct hai? Second, the concept of surcharge, where there is an amendment with effect from AY 23-24. So third and the last amendment in our first chapter. First amendment, 112 ka long term capital gain will also fall in the 5 special incomes. Second amendment, surcharge in AOP. If all are company members, then not more than 15. Third and the last amendment, surcharge for cooperative society will change. If your net taxable total income is more than rupees 1 crore, we will apply 7% surcharge. And if it crosses 10 crore, we will apply 12% surcharge. For those who are interested in knowing what was the rule last year it was more than 1 crore, 12%. If income crosses 1 crore, then 12% surcharge. But now we have reduced it. After 1 crore, we will keep only 7. We will make it 10 crore only after, we will make it 12% only after 10 crore. See, listen. That way, this is what you have to learn. And this is gone now. You don't have to learn. But I'll tell you something. In India, this is surcharge for partnership firms. Whenever I teach you partnership firms, in this chapter, this is the surcharge. 50 lakh के बाद का surcharge is applicable only to individual HUF, AOP, BOI, AJP. Company firms का surcharge will start after 1 crore. This is surcharge of partnership firms in our country. And this is surcharge of domestic companies in our country. Listen to my next line carefully. Cooperative societies till last year had same rate of surcharge as firms. Now they have same rate of surcharge as domestic company. You don't have to learn this. Anyways, this is gone. This is the new provision. This is the surcharge for cooperative societies. Is that clear? And last, congratulations. Always 4% on basic plus surcharge. Surcharge if applicable. Is this clear? With this, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we get done with the entire old taxation regime of all the assessees. Company form we will do in respective chapters. And then we are going to start our new taxation regime tomorrow, first thing in the morning, 7 o'clock.